Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Alfriti and Today FM rocks here in Tabwa.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilaiti Ambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks here in Osur.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, Nandi fire claims 3 lives. Fijians caught up in Christchurch massacre. And terror attack suspect charged with murder.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Amrita Sagar.
3 lives have been lost in a fire that broke out in Navaka and Nandi early this morning. The 3-bedroom house was fully engulfed when the firefighters arrived at the scene. Senia Nimboila tells us more.
A difficult time for Saraswati, who is still trying to come to terms with the passing away of her 2 loved ones. Wati's 70-year-old mother and sister, who was in her 50s, were in the house early this morning with her sister's de facto husband when the fire broke out.
I miss my mother and sister too. My sister is very close with me. Everything call me.
Victim's cousin brother, Salesh Dutt, claims the de facto partner, who also perished in the fire, was released from police custody as there was a domestic violence case against him. He claims the deceased went straight to the house after being released by police. Dutt says the neighbors came to help, but it was too late as the fire spread quickly.
He was trying to pull out the window, but it was the steel road there, can't. So the fire spread inside the house, that's why they can't do anything.
The National Fire Authority is working with police to ascertain the cause of fire and determine the nature of death. Sainia Nimboila, FBC News.
There are unconfirmed reports of several Fijians caught up in the mosque massacre in Christchurch, New Zealand. FBC News understands that a man from Nakasi, Nosori, attended the Friday prayers at the Masjid Al-Nur Mosque on Deans Avenue and is yet to return home. His whereabouts are unknown. The Fiji Muslim League is urging people to refrain from spreading suspect accounts of Fijians affected in the wake of the killing spree in Christchurch. National President Hafizuddin Khan in a statement says they have ongoing liaison with the respective authorities and family members on the ground to assess the condition of any Fijian Muslims who may have been suffering experienced by family members and loved ones. Meanwhile, the Muslim League is calling on all its members to hold special prayers at all mosques and centres for all the victims of the Christchurch shooting. Khan has also conveyed the League's condolences to all members of the Muslim community in New Zealand. Members of the public were cleared from Christchurch District Court before Australian mosque shooting suspect Brenton Harrison Tarrant appeared to face a murder charge. 28-year-old Tarrant, who has been living in Dunedin, has been charged after 49 people were killed at 2 Christchurch mosques yesterday. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has this afternoon met with members of the Christchurch Muslim community to offer her government sympathies and support. Tributes have been pouring in the aftermath of the mass killing spree in Christchurch. Meanwhile, the leader of opposition, Sitiveni Rambuka, has also conveyed his personal condolences to the families of the victims. Fiji Labour Party leader Mahendra Chaudhry has shared the same sentiment, condemning the act of violence and labelling it as barbaric. The Piango family of NGOs and civil society across the Pacific have expressed their heartfelt grief and sorrow at the tragic killings. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison has called an Australian senator's comments on the Christchurch mosque shootings disgusting. Senator Fraser Anning released a statement that blamed New Zealand's immigration policy for yesterday's terror attacks. Senator Anning says he opposes any form of violence within the community and totally condemns the actions of the gunmen. However, he also says that while this kind of violent vigilantism can never be justified, what it highlights is the growing fear within Australia and New Zealand of the increasing Muslim presence. The senator, in his statement, says the real cause of bloodshed on New Zealand streets is the immigration program, which allowed Muslim fanatics to migrate to New Zealand in the first place. In response, the Australian Prime Minister says the remarks by Senator Anning blaming the murderous attacks by a violent right-wing extremist terrorist in New Zealand. Or still to come, PM reminds landowners not to buy into lies. And work on new $19 million police station begins. Stay with us.
Nambula FM, nambandua na sere.
Oya uvasit sai sai lambasa, ya ndo talita ina warong nambula FM nambandua na sere.
Gua da tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka. Talita kina na warong nambula FM nambandua na sere.
Wana tuma nambula FM nambandua na sere nambuan.
Na vengo fani na tao ngo singa toka. Kita ndo talita ka nambula FM nambandua na sere.
Bula FM nambandua.
Digital connectivity will remain an area of focus for the government. This is highlighted by the Minister for Economy, Ayasayed Kayum, during the 2019-2020 National Budget Consultation in Suva today. Pranita Prakash reports.
The Minister for Economy says among agriculture, sugar and resource-based sectors, digital connectivity is also very important.
This is very, very important. The more people connected. Today, for example, through wireless, somebody in Kutuma, somebody in Laos, southern people in Laos can actually watch all the 8 channels of television. And of course, we're improving the quality where we can also exchange data. And that is very important because we want the child who, for example, goes to some school in Kadabu or in Laos to have the same access to technology that a student may be in Suva getting.
Ayasayed Kayum says they will also improve medical services.
Hospital is somewhere that hospital is coming to the fray. And we will now get very soon 24-hour, 24/7 open heart surgery facilities around the break other procedures. The people need to go overseas before, now they don't have to go overseas.
The last round of public consultation was held in Suva today. Fijians have time until the 26th of next month to hand in their written submissions, as the national budget for 2019-2020 financial year will be delivered on June 7th. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Prime Minister Varenga Bainimarama has once again reminded landowners to not buy into lies by politicians and has challenged them to see for themselves the protections put in place to level the playing field in Itoke society. Bainimarama made the comments while handing over 623 acres of land back to the Nasuva clan in Wilangitavuni yesterday. The land in question has been bought back by the clan with no interest charge. Ritika Pratap reports.
The Prime Minister says a lot of lies continue to be spread about Itoke land.
Let me tell you, if those politicians in the opposition were ever to run Fiji again, Itoke land would be under serious threat. That's what the opposition's records tell us. But still, they show up in your communities telling lies about threats to your land, even distributing DVDs that give you false information and fake news.
Bainimarama says during the colonial government in Fiji, a number of bad land deals were done and land was sold off or exchanged for amounts far below its true value. Bainimarama says, however, Itoke land is no longer under threat thanks to the Fijian constitution.
Now that we finally have those protections in place, no longer will we hear stories like that of the Nasuva clan. No longer is Itoke land under threat. And importantly, no longer is the fate of entire communities dictated by the whims of a privileged few.
The Prime Minister says the economy's unbroken growth is empowering the Itoke people to ride the wave of this success by assisting with the development of Itoke land. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
The construction of the new Nandi police station has begun. The $19 million project will also cater for the growing number of police officers. Felipe Naikaso has more.
The Nandi police station will undergo a huge facelift over the next few months.
It signifies hope that in the not too distant future, a new structure will be erected and house all the requirements needed to meet the growing demands of policing.
The station will be located at the old site on Korivolu Avenue in Nandi town.
It's the economic hub of the country, and the police have a huge responsibility to ensure that the division continues to attract investors and the country enjoys the sustained economic growth. We also thank the government of the day for resourcing and allowing us to serve the Fijian people better. The Fiji police force has never been in this space before.
The work immediately started today, and this will be completed in a year.
And I always argue that you can have the best resources, you can have the best technology, but it takes people to make the necessary changes that are needed. It's the attitude of the people.
It's a needed upgrade as the old building has been in existence for more than 20 years. Philip and Ikaso, FBC News.
Students from various schools in Suva, together with the Consumer Council, celebrated World Consumer Rights Day yesterday. With the theme Trusted Smart Products, the councils marked the occasion by holding an oratory contest for secondary schools in Suva on the topic, How safe is your information with your smart products? Seniani Boiler reports.
The Consumer Watchdog believes it's vital that students participate in the World Consumer Rights Day as they play a pivotal role in the advancement of technologies.
What we thought was to involve the high school students in it because, our surveys shows that 70% of our youths between 70 to 25 years old are always online, so they are very vulnerable.
Not only do youths understand the benefits of smart products, it's pleasing to know they are also aware of the risks.
I'm heartened to note that they are aware of the risks involved. And by being aware of the risks, by creating awareness about these risks, means that we are able to use these smart products for the purpose they were intended for.
The Consumer Council says moving forward, students' contribution can feed into their policy-making decisions when working with government. Sainia Nimboila, FBC News.
Coming up in sports, Fiji Warriors beat Samoa in World Rugby Pacific Challenge. And Fiji football ready for international friendly. Details after the break.
Dola, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singatoka. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Jenny Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Koroko, Singatoka. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singatoka.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
The Swire Shipping Fiji Warriors beat Samoa 48-16 to claim the World Rugby Pacific Challenge trophy at the ANZ Stadium earlier this evening. The Samoans converted 3 penalties early in the match to take a 9-0 lead. The Fiji Warriors fought back with 5 tries in to lead 24-9 at the breather. Fiji then scored 24 more points to seal the victory. Meanwhile, in an earlier match, Junior Japan thrashed Tonga 39-10 in its round 3 of the World Rugby Pacific Challenge. The Fiji football team visited the community members in Nakasi today ahead of its friendly international against New Caledonia and Mauritius. Fiji FA Chief Executive Mohammed Yusuf says it's an important part of the team's preparation as the players are not only bonding but inspiring future footballers. Koroi Tandulala reports.
It is important for these players to gel in well together ahead of the 2 friendlies.
A lot of these players are new to this, having exposed them to the public, having exposed them to their fans is a great initiative, and I think they will now gain confidence from this and put it into their performance on Monday.
National coach Christoph Gamal says selecting the final squad was tough and some players are suffering minor injuries.
Regarding the selection, I have struggled a bit because we got many injured, many stage, some players gone for example 4 months police or army, this kind of thing. So I had to renew near 80% of the team, which is a big challenge, to be honest, and most of all if you play 2 big teams like New Caledonia and Mauritius.
Fiji will meet New Caledonia in its first friendly international at 7:30 p.m. on Monday at the ANZ Stadium in Suva. Koroi Tandulala, FBC Sports.
Laleen Memorial and Andi Dakambao School have won the Triple N Zone title in the boys and girls division respectively. Laleen scooped 23 gold, 19 silver and 10 bronze medals, while ACS bagged 38 gold, 31 silver and 20 bronze medals to win the girls category. Koroi Tandulala reports once again.
Despite finishing second in the boys division of the Triple N zone with 7 gold, 5 silver and 3 bronze medals, Sila Central High School won the Blue Ribbon event.
Firstly, I want to thank God for all this strength that He has given me, and my coach, my family for supporting me. I just want to thank them all. And winning a blue ribbon, first time for me.
Serenia Rangatu from Adi the Kombau School won the senior girls blue ribbon race, clocking 12.34 seconds. The other zone meets will continue around the country from next Thursday before the Fiji finals, which will be held next month. Koroi Tandulala, FBC Sports.
The Bangladeshi cricket team has left Christchurch, New Zealand after narrowly missing being in the mosque that was attacked yesterday for the stroke of luck of timing. Damian McKenzie's switch from first 5-8 to full back for the Chiefs sees them equaling its score against the Hurricanes 23-all in its Super Rugby clash last night. McKenzie scored a try and converted 2 penalties for the Chiefs to take the lead 20-13 at the breather. However, the Hurricanes fought back with 10 points in the second spell to level the game 23-all. In other Super Rugby matches last night, Brumbies beat the Waratahs 19-13. Cloudy periods with some showers and isolated afternoon or evening showers over the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands were experienced today. Elsewhere, it was fine apart from isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms. We take a look at the west. Glorious sunshine here, fairly humid. Expect showers by the evening though. And eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, sunny conditions prevail throughout the day. Brief showers are expected in the evening. Up north, a mixture of sun and clouds with temperatures hitting 33 degrees. Now at sea, moderate east-to-east winds, moderate seas. For the tides, low tide will be at 8:40 p.m. with high tide at 3:06 tomorrow morning. You can expect sunrise to be at 6:09. For tomorrow, cloudy periods with some showers and isolated thunderstorms over the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands is forecast. Fine weather apart from afternoon or evening showers will be experienced elsewhere. Isolated thunderstorms with heavy falls are expected as well. And looking further on to Monday, you can expect much of the same conditions. Recapping the main stories, Nandi fire claims 3 lives. Fijians caught up in Christchurch massacre. And terror attack suspect charged with murder. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. Onto our poll question segment. This week, we're asking, should those contaminating waterways be punished? Visit our FBC website to answer. You can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, fbcnews@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time, good night.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.